So we'll start. So, welcome back, and just gonna speed things up. Last time we played, you guys took the boat from Lyceum and started to go across the lake to go see the Druids in hopes that you guys can find your way home. And then you guys were attacked by a dragon turtle. You guys were scared. You guys started loading cannons. You brought a fisherman with you. I already forgot his name. Albert, and Lith, a mute tiefling with you guys to help you row across. This dragon turtle attacked your ship. You guys did your best to try to repel it, and then right before it was pulled underneath via Kraken, it yelled out Aldor's name. We sped things up, and I said that you guys got to the shore just fine. The game. Oh, just gotta put you guys here. You guys are here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh man. You guys are here. I was too lazy to put the penis here, but let's see. There's Chris, Marco, Zion, Ryan, Albert. Actually,
Albert can say it, but that's all we have for.
Yeah, Albert and Lith are staying on the ship, and I believe that's it. Yes, because Larry or Whisperwind, the elf that you guys were with, is also staying on the ship. He seems extremely intrigued about how the ship moves.
So that could be just the intrigue and all he took.
What you guys see in front of you is a large building, obviously. Large building. It seems to be like the main building. A lot of people are walking in and out of this building, and these other buildings seems to be like storage or shops, possibly more likely research centers.
You know what this reminds me of? You guys ever play Pokemon like Ruby and Sapphire? And they got that little island town.
Oh.
Are you talking about the Birth Island?
No, what? No, it's like there's a gym there. What?
Oh, you're talking about Cinnabar Island.
No, that's the first. That's the first game, you Dumbo.
Wait.
For the population wise, you guys see oh shit, elves, some drows, humans, and
connectivity issues with sound and voice.
Any gnomes?
no gnomes, but elves, humans, tieflings, and drow.
I guess we should ask around with the locals.
And
that's probably a good idea.
You know, Ninja's not feeling a bit well right now, so I'm gonna stay with her until she's feeling up to par.
Can we tell what the large building is used for? Like, is it like a town hall of sorts?
Yeah. It looks like a main hub. Like a bunch of people are walking in and out of this building.
I think like we should if we want to go anywhere, it's probably there.
Probably.
All right, so you guys walk inside. You guys walk inside, and you see a really organized set of people walking around with documentations. Actually, now noticing it even more, it looks like everyone here doesn't have a weapon. or either the weapon is stashed away that you guys just don't see it. But like you see no large swords, you see no shields, you see no staffs even.
Wow.
Yeah.
Perception.
All right, go for it.
Is it? Yeah. Okay.
Wait, that's actually 15.
Okay. Well, even with it, yeah, you're used to like stealing things off people, and like the only thing most of these people are carrying are just like their money purse. Like you see again, you see no weapon whatsoever.
Interesting. These people are unarmed.
In front of you guys would see a elven woman, or elven man. Sorry, elven man. He has long blonde hair, red eyes. He seems to be donning some type of steel plate armor.
He's the only one wearing armor, or is
No,
they're
no.
just not carrying weapons?
They're just not carrying weapons.
Oh,
People
okay.
are wearing armor. They're just not carrying weapons.
Is there a front desk of sorts?
Yeah. Well, this guy is walking up to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, and he comes up to you guys and he's like, you guys new around here? I've never seen you guys around here before.
Yeah, we're new to the area. We just crossed over the sea.
We're looking for very powerful shamans.
Oh, you're probably talking about the druids who live deeper within the island.
Perhaps.
You came from the main island?
Yes, we did.
Probably.
Alright, and the other two that you guys are with are quiet. Anyways.
They didn't sleep well last night.
So-
They're not accustomed to boats and decks.
Well, these natives, they have allowed us to stay on the shoreline for their forest grounds are sacred to them. If you want to travel in, it's in your own accord. They have told us that if any one of us were to travel in armed, would be considered trespassing.
Interesting. It's good to know.
Yes.
Can you tell us? Never mind.
Are there any stories of people that would quote unquote trespass in these areas?
No. It was the king's orders to not bring any weapons after they made said deal. These natives seems to be very very cautious around us, and just wants to make sure that they will not be harmed. So with our king's orders, we were ordered to not even bring weapons here. So I do feel a bit naked standing here, but nonetheless, they haven't attacked us once.
Does the
So
king
is
of
it-
does the king of the main island have domain here, or do you guys have your own king?
He was the one that ordered us to come here. Oh, by the way, my name is Finor. I'm so sorry.
Big word.
Finor.
Nice to meet you.
Oh.
I'm Kaz.
Oh, nice to meet you too, Kaz. Yes, the king has sent us here to possibly expand to new territories in hopes of finding allies for his future kingdom or something like that. We've tried reasoning with these natives, but they don't seem to be wanting to come on our side, which is fine. Our king says that we can.
Yeah, I feel like if they're not hurting anybody and they just want to keep doing their thing, that's fine. you know?
Yeah. And since we are unarmed, they have no reason to
Hello,
attack
we
us.
can hear you. Anyone hear me?
Oh my god! All right.
You're interrupting our conversation with the locals.
Oh my god, they speak.
Oh, you can't hear us.
No, we can hear you. We can hear you guys. We heard Ryan fine. I don't know why he left. Because the moment he said hey, we all said hey. There he is.
Okay.
Yeah,
He
we can hear you
can't
just
hear
fine.
us.
I
No.
can't hear
Oh my
anyone
God.
else. That's great.
Oh, that's great.
Oh my god.
Right. So, long story short, for Aldor, I guess, since Ninja cannot hear us. Yeah, the king.
I went to voice
Yeah,
chat.
just type everything. It's cool. I'll totally just understand it all. That.
Here, try this. Try that.
There's no debug option, Chris.
In the browser? Ah, shit. Ugh.
I'm so sorry.
Ugh.
My diet is going very well, Xeon. I can just feel the fat just burning off of me.
Have you weighed yourself?
It's only been like 3 days, so I haven't weighed myself yet.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
But Xeon, also I'm allowed to smonk on my on our diet because smonking has no calories.
Exactly. So I should take it.
Okay.
Are you fucking serious? Gotta be licking my nipples.
What the fuck? Alright, so that's pretty much what you guys know. That Finor is an elvish man who seems to be in charge. Talking to the natives and trying to get them on their side. The king.
Are these natives usually like non-hostile as long as you know don't have your weapons?
Yes, they haven't striked us whatsoever. When we did come here with weapons, they did threaten us, in which case our king, being with us at the time, said to lower our weapons, drop them to the ground, and just have a reasonable conversation, and that's what we did. After which he made a deal with these natives to never bring arms upon this shoreline.
King sounds like a very reasonable man.
Yes.
The king wanted me to eat me, right?
I have no idea who you guys are talking about.
Jeez, Gert.
So, if you would be so kind to just go to the storage unit southeast from here, they will store your weapons in hopes that the natives do not attack us.
I think that's a great idea.
Yes.
I think we should go store our weapons.
And that means a lot from Kaz. Remember how long it took for her to get inside a thieves guild?
Well, okay, so we're the Thieves Guild. Listen to the title, the Thieves Guild. This is just an island of people who are just like very neutral, you know. They don't want any violence. It's okay. Now, the Thieves Guild, you go in there, you're likely to get your wallet stolen. You know what I mean? So,
That is true.
I don't think the natives really want anything to do with our otherworldly currencies.
Yes, they seem to just don't want us to bother or meddle with their traditions. And again, that makes perfect sense.
Would you say their traditions are?
We don't quite know, but from what we do know is they love to sing, and we can't quite understand what they're singing about, but we do know they love to sing.
That's cute.
Alright, well let's go store our weapons.
He's gonna hide a dagger.
Probably knowing fucking play. Alright, so you guys go to this door. Inside you see a drow woman, and she looks at all of you, and she's like, "Oh, are you guys with the Lyceum family? We
Xeon,
saw."
quickly roll for seduction.
I noticed you are a woman.
Ooh, what's this?
You could say that.
I saw you guys get off the Lyceum boat, so I assume.
Lyceum is no longer this world.
Yes, he was KIA, unfortunately. We have vowed to live out his live our lives dedicated in his name for his noble
what?
sacrifice.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Don't put us in a position like this.
Aldor gets thrown away.
Make a quick deception check, Plague.
Is it perception or deception?
Deception.
Alright.
+3.
Oh no, Ninja died.
Oh, god damn it. I've never heard of Lyceum hiring men even to take his place, but I guess after he fell, there was no one else to give it to. So
This man is very. You don't understand. This man is very special to Lyceum.
Yes.
So I'm assuming you guys are here to store your weapons.
Yes.
That's exactly what we're here.
Yes.
Alright, so I'm just gonna take out this giant box. It looks like a giant wooden crate. You guys all stick your weapons inside?
Slide of hand.
God.
Go for it. Alright. Aldor, are you putting your weapon in it? Okay. Okay. Plague, what are you hiding?
I would like to hide at least 2 daggers.
2
I would
daggers.
like to hide my warhammer.
If you want to, you could try, but it's gonna be a pretty high roll. Are you putting it in too? Kaz?
Oh yeah, I've been putting all my weapons in
Okay. So we got Aldor, Kaz. I'm gonna roll for Ninja. I'm pretty sure he probably put it in Ninja too. And she would ask, is your dragon considered a weapon? And Ninja just like, what? No, Mimi's innocent. He would never hurt anyone.
Yes, what would constitute a weapon in this case?
He would only hurt glass bottles.
I mean, so long as the natives, it's really depending on the natives. I mean, obviously, like something like your hammer is frowned upon as a weapon.
I see.
You as the rapier, the longbow, the short sword, yeah, definitely. And especially something like this, the paladin. You had this magical weapon that is definitely.
I wouldn't suggest touching that too much.
Yeah, but that is definitely a weapon they are fearful of. Anything with magic.
The sword has the power to bring down even the strongest of paladins.
We do have some ventures that go into the native tribes every so often. They document of how the tribal people are and try to learn what they worship. We haven't been too lucky with it.
Are they at least that we can get up with them if we set out?
What?
Can we talk to them before we go?
Sure. They are in the northwest building.
Thank you.
So you guys go inside, I'm assuming.
Sure.
So, question: is there a place to buy armaments here, in a place where armaments are not allowed?
I was thinking.
Looking around, you don't see any weaponsmith, but you do see a more looks like to be like a survival shop.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's go in there before we head out.
Okay.
Yes, we want to be prepared.
Hey guys, there's something that I want to try out. I think I'll stay outside for this one.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you guys are in the information room, right? Or are you guys in the shopping?
No, I want to go shopping.
Shopping.
All right,
Marco,
you-
you have no money.
Oh.
that disappointment. Oh, just like oh shit. That was good. I'm sorry. But Plague, you have money, correct? Yes, you do.
Yes, I do have.
All right. Oh shit, I don't have my. Oh fucking hell. I'll be right back. You guys just think about what you guys want to buy.
I would like to buy
I'm sorry.
some kind of chance.
I threw a curveball at him.
Rip.
Wait, what'd you say? What'd you say?
You'll see. You'll see.
Oh god. Oh, fuck. Should probably go to sleep earlier.
Time you go to bed.
I think like 7.
Fuck!
Yeah.
All right.
You're fucking nuts, dude.
All right. So is everyone shopping, or Aldor, are you staying out?
I'm window shopping.
I'm staying up. I'm staying up.
Okay. Kaz is window shopping. Plague, you are shopping.
Were we on the boat long enough for me to take hit dice?
Yeah, remember you fell. Or
Yeah, I
you
know.
you rolled.
Let's see. At this point, I'd say yeah, you can take a hit dice.
Okay. 1d8 plus Constitution, right?
Yes.
Alright. 3. Alright, back to full.
All right. Anyone else want to take hit dice?
What? What do you mean?
No one else got hurt. Only you got hurt. Okay. All right. So Plague, you go inside. I'm assuming with Kaz. You see a scrunched up old man, human. Like he has like his back is arched. He has a cane in front of him. He seems to be like very fidgety.
What race is he?
Human.
Okay.
Yes, human. And he looks at the two of you, and he's like,
Yes, what you want?
Oh my god.
Hello, I would like to see if you have anything worthwhile for me to purchase.
We've come to browse your wares.
Yes. Most people come here and buy my wares. Sometimes they don't return. It's very interesting.
Barely understood that.
Show me what you have to sell, old man.
He has some backpacks. He has some ball bearings. I'm dropping everything. He has a blanket. He has tents of all sizes, shapes and sizes. Largest can fit 3 people. He has some clothing. He has fishing utensils, any like fishing pole, bait, whatnot. He has some food, but it seems to be going bad. He has some rope, and he has a telescope or spyglass.
How much for one of these tents?
It depends on which one you want. The
Do
smaller
you
one?
rent?
Right?
One that can fit at least 5 people would be good.
The largest one I can have is for 3 people. I can't sell you a 3 people one and a 2 people one.
Okay,
Two-
how much is the 3-person?
3 gold pieces.
That seems like a hefty price, sir. How do you plan on running a business charging exaggerated
How dare you mock my prices?
Don't. I tap the old man on the shoulder and kind of shove Plague to the side. Don't listen to this man. He's a little.
Oh, perhaps he
little
would
crazy
like to
in the
buy the
head.
tent. Oh, Kaz, it's 3 gold. Would you like to give up 3 gold for this tent?
Apparently you wouldn't.
But would you?
Okay, my friend. Listen here, right? Hang on.
Oh boy.
I got nothing.
3 gold it is. I'll buy it for 3 gold.
Alright. You got a 3-man tent. 3 gold. And he's just like looking at you like he's being betrayed. Do you put this in your bag of holding or do you keep it on you?
I'll put it in the holding.
3-man. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
6 gold.
Is there anything else you would like?
Do you have anything? Do you know of any place where enchantments are sold, or I can buy myself enchanted items, perhaps?
No magic.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say?
No magic.
No
Magic.
No magic. Oh, rip. All right. Well, I guess our time here has concluded. Thank you for your business,
He doesn't even say bye to you.
bastard. I walk out.
Yeah, you guys walk out. Alright.
Yeah, you're the worst.
How?
You tried to fucking
3
hustle.
gold.
You tried to hustle an old man.
3 gold.
That's
Then
a-
you tried to hustle an old man. So to put it in perspective, a good tent, IRL is probably like $100.
Yeah.
So like 3 gold is probably like a good fucking deal. Like, yeah, okay, I don't want to hear it. I paid 100 gold for us to get here.
Oh yeah, you did, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
It wasn't just 100 gold, but sure.
Yes, I understand.
So, Aldor, do you what do you plan to do? Shall we take our leave?
What exactly did you buy in there?
Oh, I bought this tent. It seems like we might be in the inside.
And how many people can that tent hold?
So, one of us will have to sleep outside. Since I am the primary benefactor of this tent, I shall take up 2 spaces.
No. Denied.
Point, I'd like to use my newly acquired mount to hoof kick Plague.
There you go for it.
Can I grant guidance on this?
What's that considered?
just a strength check. Just do a strength check.
Oh.
You're kicking him.
With a mount.
Yeah, he kicks you. I'm
I
assuming for
took
no damage because he just healed.
No, I wanted to fucking damage him for that. Do bullshit.
I shall dodge. This is a dexterity save?
Sure, go for it. You guys go for it.
No, it shouldn't be acrobatics.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
I mean, you get kicked. Aldor kicks you. That's pretty much it.
Okay,
I'm
roll for
offended.
leg damage.
If you guys want to deal damage, then it will just be Aldor's strength +1, which is 4 + 1 is 5.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Don't actually deal damage to me, you motherfucker.
You're an idiot.
The old man was charging exorbitant prices for his heads.
So,
No, he wasn't. What 3 gold?
so Aldor,
Did
are
pay
you
for things that
riding
are
a
like
horse right
hundreds of
now?
gold
Has in
worth?
his entire.
Yes.
Okay.
I summoned it. I'm
Yeah.
riding it.
Yep. Aldor is right now currently sitting on a horse. A
Is there
familiar,
two up there?
right? It's a familiar, right?
As Kaz is probably the only one that can figure that out, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a familiar because it is spiritual. Yeah, so he's riding a spiritual horse.
Wait, who is?
Aldor.
Hi. You look
What?
so little down there.
But to everybody else, he just looks like he's floating.
No, everyone else sees a spiritual horse, and
This is a physical form.
yeah.
Interesting. I can't do that. I still have no gold.
How much would it be for another tent?
3 gold.
I'll take 3 gold out of my pouch and throw it at Kaz and like, here, you go get it, I'm sure.
Can I roll sleight of hand to
Woo.
intercept the thrown gold?
It's not a sleight of hand, but you can do a dexterity check
Okay.
because sleight of hand is trying to get not to get caught. This is pretty obvious. 15 again. Wow. So yeah, Plague just steals it out of the air.
Shall we take our
I would like to cast blindness, deafness on Plague.
Okay. All right, Plague. Make a what was it, charisma or wisdom? I believe wisdom saving throw. I believe.
Oh my god.
If you're actually doing it, if not, then just say so. Oh, Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. Oh, that's way better.
Wait, I make the throw or he does?
No, he does.
Jeez,
All right,
okay.
so Kaz, what is he? Blind or deaf?
He's blind.
All right, so you can no longer see Plague.
I'm gonna use this to take his coin purse.
Okay.
Ah.
Make a sleight of hand check with advantage.
Oh yeah!
The best use of your guys' spells. I love it.
It's okay, you'll just go in there with no spells and no weapons and everything will be fine.
Oh,
Okay.
wait.
No. Advantage again.
I thought I hit 2.
All right, natural 20.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, so Plague, you have 3 gold on you. You know you captured these 3 gold.
Ah.
Yep.
Out of everything, you couldn't have
And
taken
I
a
hold out
bag
the
of
gold
holding.
and I'm just like, okay, so I can't go in there. Do you guys want to go in there and buy the thing?
You're blind as I jump down from my horse and I just take it from his hands.
Wait, how much gold did I get?
174 gold and 8 silver. 174, 8 silver.
So
Incredible.
he's blind. I jumped down off my horse. He said he was holding out the 3 gold. I take it from his hands and said, I'll go do it then.
Okay, so you go inside and you see this old man.
I give it all.
And he looks at you.
Another elf. What do you want?
Another?
Yes, and
Oh,
I've seen
it-
the elves that are coming around in the different places.
Ah, I see.
It's just
Well,
always
to
so
be more
annoying.
specific, I'm not fully an elf. I'm a half elf.
In 20 years, same thing.
As I use this opportunity to clasp my ears.
Yeah, but he seems to be giving no shits to you.
Do you have tents? Can I procure a tent?
What kind of tent?
How large of a tent do you have?
The largest one is for 3 people.
Is for 3 people? I'll take it. How much?
5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces.
You were right.
How does 3 sound?
What? Are you dishonoring my prices?
No. You are trying to swindle me. You just sold the man outside its 3-man tent for 3 gold.
You speak of lies. I would never do such a thing. How would I make a
Can I-
profit?
At this point, can I walk in through the door?
Sure.
Hello, I'm back.
Oh, welcome back.
Say, Kaz, my noble friend, did he not just sell you a tent for 3 gold?
No, it was 3 silver.
Oh. So you're even trying to swindle him.
Blasphemy! I sold you no such thing.
I actually just have the tent with me.
Do you have the tent with you? Plague has the
Wait,
tent.
do I or does?
No,
does-
Plague has the tent.
You took it out of the bag of holding.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we were just in here. Me and my blind friend.
One gold piece.
That sounds fair enough. And I hand him the gold piece.
That was fucking awesome.
You guys fucking hustled this old man. He got so scared. I got a natural 1 too. I was so mad. Are you fucking kidding me?
Ooh.
Alright, so you have a 3-man as
So,
well.
Yes, now we have 2.
Yep.
Yes.
Great.
And odds are we're just going to all bunker in one, and Ninja's going to have her own.
I was gonna say segregate Xeon, but that works too.
Ooh, we can put him outside. That's a good idea.
Yeah, someone has to
I
keep
have my
watch.
own tent.
Okay.
How long
So,
until the spell wears off?
I'll say you can make another roll right now.
Alright, this would be Constitution.
Yeah, again.
nice.
All right. So, your sight clears up, and you've obviously heard both Aldor and Kaz walk into the shop behind you, and the sight returns back to you. You're like, that fucking Plague, or that fucking Kaz.
And
Alright,
we
can I wait
walk
outside?
out of the shop.
Yep, they walk out of the shop with a newfound tent.
Look, we got this tent.
Oh, nice. 3 gold really isn't worth it, though. I'm
We
just-
only paid
was-
1 gold.
Wait, what? Oh my god.
You know, it would have been a lot funnier if we kept that to ourselves. But, shall we be on then?
Yes,
Let us go.
let's shall.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on the ship. Ninja says
Of course
as
you
he-
are.
as she walks.
No. Okay, so
Keep
Kaz, we
memory
can
away-
make him sleep outside.
Memory,
I have my own tent.
you keep memory away from my nice glass bottles.
No promises.
Yeah, no.
So you guys are gonna travel in?
Yes.
All right.
Wait, do we even know where we're going to meet these shamans?
Oh.
Didn't we just? Oh, you guys went shopping instead of talking with the researchers first. Back to the researchers.
Back to the researchers.
Back to the researchers. So you walk inside. You do see a collaboration of humans, drows, and tieflings. They all seem to be looking around on this single map and like talking, like prepping the area.
I will
go.
go behind one of them and I will kind of peer over their shoulders at the map.
I wish to do the same, except all casually, like I know I'm supposed to be here.
I will go take a piss. I'll be right back.
All right. So Marco leaves the. All right. So obviously this is the island, right? They have circled around and found nothing of importance, as it's just shoreline. They know that the water is very treacherous, roaming with a bunch of sea creatures that are humongous in size. They do know that towards the center is the more center you go, the more sacred it becomes. Thus the higher resistance there is with the tribalmen. So they have ventured around the perimeter and like closely inwards, and found little to nothing. They do have some documentations of some creatures, but it seems to be that, yeah, the more center it is, the more likely you'll find tribal men.
I'm using this opportunity to memorize the map.
Yeah, no worries.
Good.
Because you're fucking, you know.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, that's what you guys see. And then the tiefling slams his fist on the table, and they all look at him, and he's gesturing with his hands and fingers, doing some type of motion that you guys don't understand. And
Are they communicating?
looks like it.
Okay.
Yeah, but you don't know sign language, so.
No.
So the human of the group, the male human.
Okay, I'm back.
So the map shows that they have traveled along the shoreline and found nothing interesting whatsoever, just shoreline. And the ocean is very scary. There are large creatures that just roam the oceans. So like,
Wow, really?
yeah. And long story short,
We're gonna encounter one of those.
long story short, it seems the more center you go into the island, the more likely you'll find tribal men. The tiefling has been doing some signaling, some gestures that you don't understand, for it is sign language. And a human turns around and looks at you guys and says, "You guys new around here? What's going on with you guys?"
Oh, hi. Sorry, we were just curious is all. We've actually come on ourselves. We've come on a goodwill mission to meet with the tribe, and hope of finding a way home.
Way home?
Yes,
We
we have
do
been
not
quote
come.
unquote spirited away.
Ignore this one. He tends to spit out nonsense.
It's
Yeah, he
true.
does. Me from the back. Yeah, he does.
And then
So,
he
we are-
shushes you, Aldor, and he says, "Do not dishonor a man of Zyzel." As he pulls out the emblem, showing that he is a Zyzel paladin.
My boy! My boy!
hey, it was Plague that was talking, not Kaz.
Oh, I thought it was Kaz that was talking. Sorry.
Kaz was in the
He
back.
slowly puts away the pendant.
Oh.
Yeah, that was me from the back.
No, I mean
Go
no.
look at-
No dishonor to Zyzel. That's my friend in the back there. This one is unaffiliated, as I point at Plague.
Oh, you'd probably like me. I bring death.
Death is home to everyone.
Damn, I love this guy.
Sorry, but my name is Simon. And,
Aldor, as I extend my hand to shake his.
yeah, once more, he is a human. Looks roughly around 30 years old. Red eyes, donning some type of plate mail. Yeah, he has medium length brown hair, roughly touches his shoulders already, curled back.
You seem to be heavily armored for this location.
Yes, the king says that we cannot bring weapons, but did not say anything about armor, and I'd rather be protected than unarmed.
I see. Very wise.
Great idea.
So what exactly can you tell us about these natives?
Yes.
They speak a language that I do not know of. So
do you
I
have
Got-
anyone that do you have any? Can you imitate it a bit? Perhaps one of us can identify it.
This song is amazing. This is from Nier.
yeah. So he tries to like sing, but his voice starts cracking a bit. Let me see. Nope.
Oh, that game was so
Nope.
good.
Yeah, I know, right? And no.
None of us know it.
Nope.
Well, thank you anyways. I don't think I can place my finger on it.
Yeah, I'm sorry for my singing. It's
No,
not
no,
it's
that
not a thing I
was-
do commonly.
It's amazing you could at least imitate it.
Trying.
Perhaps you know
It's-
where they could possibly be located in the innards of this place.
Yeah.
I could possibly make it worth your. As I reach for my coin purse and notice it's not there.
Yeah, you have no idea where it went.
It might have had something to do with the blindness stepping.
It
I look
could.
towards Kaz.
I mean, that's not out of the question.
What?
Or maybe the old man stole. I mean, he was pretty shit.
Plague, we're over here.
Yes.
I just continue to have my gaze on Kaz.
Yes.
I do the like shrug my shoulder kind of thing, like.
Yes. The more the closer you get to the center of the island, the more prominent the tribal man becomes. We've noticed one thing in particular, that there's only one single tribe on this island. There's not multiple tribes fighting for territory. It is just one singular tribe.
Do they speak common or?
No, we were just discussing that.
Yes, yes. If they did speak common, then we'd have some way to communicate with them. But as of right now, it's extremely hard.
Now, can you tell me their dedication to Lord Zyzo?
Probably not.
Oh, actually, I can tell you one thing for a fact. When I showed that I was a paladin of Zyzo, they were throwing stones at me.
Oh.
So you should probably keep your emblem to yourself, Kaz.
Yes, yes.
Living as a man of faith is a hard job.
Oh, you tell me about it. But I see you have a beak.
Yes, this was actually a gift from Lord Zyzo himself. However, it got damaged in a fight I was in recently, and I haven't been able to get it back on my face as of yet.
Oh, that's quite unfortunate.
Tell me, brother, do you hear the screaming too?
No. And he looks at you with a very concerned face.
Kaz, you've been hearing screaming?
It's just me screaming.
This is very distressful.
We are now officially worried about you, Kaz.
You know what? There's nothing to be worried about.
Is
I'm
that what
just,
your fits and attacks have been?
This is just a phase.
Anyways, so tribe is located more into the island.
Yes, more into the center of the island. They seem to be very protective around the plants, so we try not to cut down trees. Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
all
fires at night.
yeah, all the materials that we've gotten was from the mainland, not this island. So be wary of the plants.
So fires at night would be ill-advised.
Fires at all will be ill-advised, so long as you if you
Oh,
can keep
wait.
it in a safe
Day or night.
if you could keep it in a safe area. If you do need to make fire, keep it in a safe area away from all plant life, like at least like 20 feet.
Okay. Is there any path that you can suggest us using?
No, we've been trying.
No.
We've been trying to make a trail, right? But once more, hurting plant life is pretty hard to do without trying to make a trail. So we try to stay away from that. And even then, we put like some like paintings or like tie some string or something along the plant life and trees, but they keep cutting it down. Or oddly enough, I believe the plant life moves.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's quite interesting. Can I do a nature check?
Sure.
Oh, that's a +0.
I'll do nature as well.
All right.
17.
I will do nature as well.
All
Oh,
right.
Plague don't know shit. He's a city rat.
Well, Plague's just like Kaz. Kaz, are you rolling or no?
Yes, I'm rolling.
Okay.
Oh fuck.
Okay,
Aldor's
so
the only
Aldor.
one that has a hint.
Yeah, Aldor. So you know that these are druids for one. So you have a sense that this could be like an illusionary based plant life material that the druids have casted on the trees and plants. Or they can actually be real things.
Mhm.
It's like a 50-50. It's either fake or it's real. That's pretty much it.
Well, thank you for the information. I think we'll depart now.
Alright. Godspeed on your adventures. Be sure you have no weapons on you.
Of course.
Yeah.
I look at Plague.
That you actually have no idea that I don't have it.
Yeah.
We've
just,
known
like,
you
I-
have.
So I
we're
may
very
not have an idea that
suspicious.
you don't, but I'm very suspicious.
Alright, so you guys start venturing inwards.
Yes. On our walk,
Um,
I'm just like, so, Kaz, how long are you going to hold on to my money for?
What are you talking about?
Plague, that is blasphemy.
I become blind, and then all of a sudden I have no coin purse. I would like my money back.
I don't have your money.
You do realize that I'm the only one here that has weapon. You don't realize.
You do
Plague,
realize.
How you know?
Okay.
I didn't know what I was going to say now.
So as we continue on into the forest.
Okay. Okay, Kaz.
Okay. So, I think I have jungle music, but I can't seem to find it. So I'm just not gonna play it. Yeah, just not gonna play it.
Okay.
Just not gonna play it. Whatever.
I love this music, by the way.
Thank you. So you guys are walking inside. Who's leading the charge?
I stay
Plague,
behind.
why shouldn't you lead the charge?
Because it would be very practical, and I stay behind.
Why wouldn't it be
Oh.
practical?
I will lead since I know the map.
I'll follow behind.
Okay.
You know what, Kaz? Why don't you guide my horse in the back?
All right. I go up and I grab the reins to the guy and give him a nice like stroke of his mane.
So that way we put Plague in the middle.
Okay. Okay, so it goes
As
Aldor.
he's walking past me to go to the back, Kaz, can I like perceive to see if he has my coin purse?
Sure, make a perception check.
You have to be the natural 20.
Yep. And at 21. You have to be at a 21.
You have to see it. It's in my pocket, but dude.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Yeah, you do see this large bulge out of his pocket, and you're just like, that motherfucker.
Oh, I see, Kaz. You wantonly use all of your gold and have decided to take my earnings that I have so frugally kept at a high amount.
Come on,
For
Plague,
yourself.
as I grab him by the collar and start dragging him.
You're in on this? You're in on this? I demand my funds back.
Yeah, you guys are dragging him into the forest. Don't worry. You guys keep having this conversation.
Strength.
Yeah, go for
Just
it.
tie him up and just
Go
toss
for
him
it.
on the horse.
You guys go for it. Roll.
Are
Strength.
you kidding? Why would I let him touch my horse? That's why I'm having you guide it.
Oh yeah, no. Aldor beats you without even rolling. I'm sorry,
If you roll a
Blake.
natural one though.
Huh? Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Go ahead, roll. You have a 5% chance to fail.
Oh, okay. Hey, look, a 9.
All right. So Aldor being in the lead, make a perception check.
Yay! Fuck, what's my score? 6! Yeah.
Yeah. So looking around, right, being aware of your surroundings, you already see some movement. They seem to be humanoid, running from tree to tree, jumping and weaving, ducking
I would
and
like
weaving.
to stealth. Or actually, until he.
You
I ain't
you don't
I
yeah.
ain't telling you
Yeah.
shit.
Why
Aside
are you guys so against me? What the fuck?
aside because you're a rogue. That's pretty much it. That's literally it. Believe me. Aside from that, you do see some animal life, creatures that you've never seen before in the main world, and they seem to be like a fusion of like different animals into one, kind of like
Kaz, you're of this plane. Do you recognize some of the wildlife as I try to point it out to him?
Can I make a fucking history check or what is it,
Nature.
nature or history?
nature.
Can I perception to see what he's talking about?
Disadvantage because he's dragging you.
Ah! Nope, I got no clue. Never,
That was worth
I
a
didn't-
shot.
I didn't go out of the church much when I was here, actually.
Nah.
Yeah, and you're trying and Plague, you're trying to look, but yeah, you just can't. Yeah, it's you're just like, okay, I accept this drag. At least I could be lazy. So yeah, you have no idea what these animal life are, but they are eating the plant life. They seem to be herbivores, if anything. Very passive, very large and muscular. Stands roughly around 3 feet tall when they are on their 4 legs. Seems to be a herd as well. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's continue, but I'm going to be cautious about it.
You tell no one about the druids or the people that are following you?
I do not. I think that's something that we should just expect to happen. But
yeah, okay. So you guys continue to walk, and as you guys get deeper and deeper, the forest line the tree lines get thicker and thicker. It's getting pretty tough to move around. Your steed in particular is having a hard time getting through at this point.
fine. I'll dismiss it.
All right. Shoo! The horse disappears in your arms, Kaz.
Is he okay?
He seemed like he was having a tough time. We'll bring him back if I need to.
All right, okay.
So, as you guys continue to walk, again, it gets thicker and thicker. You start hearing much more movement. You can assume that it's the people following you, or other animals that may be even stalking you, or other people at this point.
What do you think, Kaz?
Can I roll insight check?
You can't really read anyone with insights because there's really no one to read unless you want to try to read Aldor or Plague or something.
I don't want to read that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You understand that I'm
You
very
mean perception?
Yeah, perception would be a thing, but yeah. Now, yeah, you are seeing a bunch of elves and tieflings. Now that they've gotten pretty close to you guys, they seem to be wearing some type of like hay armor or something.
I relay this information to the rest of our squad.
Fake creatures. Interesting.
I want to recall the map and figure out if there is a clearing anywhere, somewhere, soon.
No. Most people that traveled here couldn't go. Couldn't go deep enough to record anything. Yeah.
Gotcha.
The perimeter you have secured, but deeper in is a lot harder.
Alright. Well, there could be a clearing up ahead, so we should push at least a little bit further. Otherwise, they wouldn't be this active.
Yeah, I agree.
So as you guys push on further, it gets thicker and thicker, and I need everyone. Plague, are you still being dragged? Aldor, are you still dragging Plague?
If he wanted me to, I just grabbed him by the collar, get him to shut up about Cass.
So he's still.
Whenever he decides to let me go, I want to stealth.
So Aldor, do you let him go? Is my question.
How about we just?
You hold on to him. Okay.
Oh,
So everyone makes a dexterity saving throw. Plague with disadvantage.
Oh!
I'm sorry, he's dragging you.
Very true.
11.
10.
Watch, Plague is gonna get the highest. Plague is gonna get the highest. Watch. Even with disadvantage. 15. Yeah, he got the highest even with disadvantage. So, as you guys are walking and Plague, you're just dragging your feet along. You feel an uneasy bump, and you're like, wait, what? That's not supposed to be there. And then right as you see that, you hear as Aldor steps on a trap, and Plague, you immediately just bolt out, and a net clings up, and both Kaz and Aldor are suspended roughly 15 feet in the air.
Oh my god.
At this point,
I'd like to use the best I can to turn to Kaz and say, I'm not too much surprised.
Actually, I can just,
Yeah, me either,
you
honestly.
guys might use the boat against.
Your rogue isn't able to detect traps while he's being dragged the fuck behind you.
Can our rogue even detect traps?
Can our rogue even make a check for traps?
I mean, like he,
Investigation?
if you want, I was gonna say like something happens right now.
No,
No,
yeah,
no,
no.
go ahead.
I was just saying that
We're just
We're just
figuring.
memeing. Yeah.
they deny my rogue's innate ability to investigate for traps.
Oh yeah, anyone can look for traps.
I literally have the thing called locate traps.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
And you didn't use it?
I didn't think to use it, you dumbo.
Wow. And I'm the Dumbo because you.
Yeah.
We didn't
Alright.
think he'd do it, but the god did it.
So Aldor Kaz is suspended in the air. Plague with your 15, I would say that you are on your feet, and you guys are currently surrounded by what seems to be these people dressed up in hay, and they are speaking a language you guys don't understand.
Oh my god, it's a Godulacus.
Yeah, and they are yelling. No, I mean they are humanoids people.
Oh.
Yeah.
He said elves and tieflings, and
Yeah. And they all seem to be yelling at you, pointing sticks at both Kaz and Aldor. One person is up to you, Plague, and is oh jeez, it has a spear pointing at you.
I put one hand on my chest and one hand up in the air, like I'm signaling, like I'm conceding.
Okay. And what are you two doing?
We're trapped.
we're stuck in a net.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure. Like, if you guys wanted to yell or something, then you know you gotta be sure.
No, we're
I wanna
fine.
I want to
We
be
have
as like
to do
cooperative as possible.
So the
We are not surrendering.
yeah, Ninja will hate this. So Plague, the one that is looking at you reaches behind it and pulls out a set of makeshift rope and throws it on you. Yeah.
Can I dodge out of the way?
No. I mean, like the rope. The rope is like just made. It's not a net, and they just toss it at you.
What, like he's trying to lasso me, or is he trying to just give me?
No, like, he's giving you the rope, and he's pointing his spear at you, yelling at you.
He wants me to tie myself and bind myself. I shake my head no, and then I back away slowly.
You're.
Okay, so he stabs you with a spear, just like a little prick, for 4 damage.
All right. In
Which-
response, actually, can I uncanny dodge?
Yeah, so you take 2 damage.
Okay. All right. In response to this, I would like to flee.
So you just book it.
Yeah.
Alright, so you book it. I'm assuming going down. Let's see, you are here. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're out of the screen. Pretty much.
Movement, dash, whatever.
Play. God.
Yep.
Damn it.
Maybe
And
you'll
these
learn your
these guys are yelling at you guys.
Okay. Let's see what we can do on our goodwill mission.
Yeah.
That's about how far Plague ran.
We
Can
have
I-
at least one tent.
Can I see how are we caught? Like is it like tied up at the top or something
Yes,
along
yes.
those lines?
Yeah.
I would like to use a my mage hand and untie the knot from a
Try to.
distance.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check for that.
Let's see here.
+1.
Oh.
No, you are trying, but this knot is like, holy crap! This is a good knot.
Kaz,
I can't. I
Kaz,
just can't
Kaz,
figure this out.
Kaz,
What?
if you untie that, we fall down.
This is true.
Well, it's only 15 feet.
That's
Jesus.
still
That's a
still-
good amount. That's a good amount.
they're going to cut us down even if you untie it.
Oh my
So
God.
why don't we just wait for that?
All right. Okay.
All right, Plague.
Just brace yourself.
Plague, you have successfully ran away. You have no
Alright.
idea where you are.
What
Since-
was the terrain like where we were? Could
Uh,
I even see?
It was very thick tree line. Like you could barely see like 10 feet in front of you because of how many trees and plant life that was pretty much obscuring your view. Especially since you were like being dragged, you didn't really see too much.
Wow. Can I stealth and then try to go on the outskirts?
Sure. Make a stealth check.
Ooh, it's almost free time.
Disadvantage since it's not your natural terrain.
No,
Favorite
it's
terrain.
just stealth check. Oh no!
Damn.
So you try to hide and like you just don't know what to do, and then you duck inside behind a tree, and then you hear screaming, and you turn around and you notice that you stepped on a plant, and this plant is screaming. Like it looked like pretty much like a flower, and
Oh
that
my god.
yeah, and that scream echoes, and then more plants start screaming, hearing that scream, and it starts screaming around you, and you're like, oh shit. So you try to get out of there, and you start running, and you start stepping on more plants, and more plants are screaming. And then at that, yeah, and then you get pinned.
And we can hear it.
Yeah, and then you get pinned to the ground, as it seems to be like a tribalman is on your back, as they jumped on you, pushing you to the ground. You have been captured.
Can we hear the screaming from this distance?
Yeah, you could definitely hear the screaming.
Well, guys, I tried.
I just look
Which
over.
is more than what I could say for what you guys would do.
I look over to Aldor and I just give him a.
Yeah, that was him.
All right. So, long story short, you guys get dragged. You guys get cut down and dragged to Alvin can't speak today. To their town hub village.
Nice.
Thank you. Yes, the DM is smart, believe me. So yeah, they drag you to their village. Here you see that they are singing. They have a very nice voice. You guys again don't know what they're singing about, but there's a bunch of inscriptions of this what seems to be like a large serpent-like creature with wings, almost like a bird. They are prancing, and there's a huge bonfire in the middle, and they throw you guys into what seems to be a jail cell that they've made with other colonists that are around you.
Can I? Okay, so you said it was a sculpture, or
It was a carving in the.
it was
the
a
wall.
carving? Can I use a quick religion check there?
Sure.
Oh wait, I'm not proficient in religion.
Sure, but
2. I don't know shit.
yep, that's a nice picture. So these two, the two on the side here, they are both female. They are both female, humans, and the
Are they
one,
cute? He's gotta roll.
yeah, they're alright. You know, they're average, roughly like mid-20s. So yeah, like they still need some blossoming. And the one next to you guys is a elven man. He seems to be the least amount of broken, more or less. The two girls are like pretty dirty, but the elvish man seems to be really clean.
Nah, I wish to talk to him since he seems to be the most recent prisoner.
Yeah, yes. Oh, I'm so sorry about all this. The natives are quite protective around their lands. If they found anyone venturing, regardless if they have weapons or not, they will strike. But luckily, no harm was done. Hopefully.
As I look nervously toward Plague,
You have no real idea of what happened.
we heard screaming, Plague.
Yeah, I was not expecting to be captured.
I give him an eyebrow wiggle.
If you heard screaming, then you probably heard about the plants. He will mimic the scream, and you guys would recall like, oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
No,
I
no, no,
stepped
no.
on all the fucking
No,
plants.
it's not like high pitch and everything. He just does like a similar scream, like a very like low tone, so that you guys.
I
like,
thought he was
Yeah.
going.
No, no,
at it
no,
like,
no,
"Rah!"
no. But he mimics it, and then it's like, did it sound like that? And you guys obviously agree. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Then it must have been the plant life around here. They seem to be honed to the souls of past ancestors, and they scream due to pain, effectively, and fear. So if you were to scare some of them, that's probably what happened. Oh, by the way, my name is Goldron.
Aldor, and I'll extend
They
my
call me
hand for the
Cav.
handshake.
Lock.
Goldron.
Yes. I am a translator, which is
Nice
why.
to meet you, Goldron.
Wait, you're a translator? You can understand these things?
Yes,
What do they want?
they want nothing but to peace.
But we want something from them.
What do you want from them?
How do we obtain such a relationship with these people?
Plague, shut up.
The only reason why they've kept me in okay shape is so that I can speak to everyone else. As you can see, my few human folk here, they're not treated so well. I get washed, they don't.
Does anyone ever get to leave?
Typically no. I haven't seen one leave, but I like to believe that they do.
That's very disheartening.
I'm sorry, but they've kept me here so I can communicate with you guys. Most likely they want to know why you guys are here.
We heard rumors of these druidic people having powers that allow them to travel planes. We were hoping that if they did, they could help us travel back to our home plane.
That's a hefty price to pay. I don't actually know if they'll actually do it for you guys. You probably would have to earn their trust for that. Oh.
As I look back towards Plague, I'm like, you son of a bitch.
I could have just so easily just left you people and just washed my hands of it.
So wait, to us that's kind of like what it seemed you tried to do. Could you just raid it?
Mm-hmm.
Say even if you tried to raid, you probably just
One
stepped on the
of
blade.
you has some kind of uncanny, just like undead ability to not die, and the other one steals from his allies.
Plague, that is a baseless accusation.
Didn't you
I am
steal
pretty
3
sure
gold from me?
Cat.
What'd you say?
Didn't you steal 3 gold from me?
3. I was planning on giving it. It's 3 gold. It was a joke.
A theft is a theft, nonetheless. Anyway, let us.
The difference between petty theft and larceny, Marco. You stole 174 gold from me.
This is very true.
Okay, you guys need to put your differences aside. The leader, Dongu, is coming.
Are we bound at
Shut-
this point?
No,
Shut
you guys
up.
were never bound. It's just that when you guys were pulled here, except for Plague was bounded, but then was unbound when he was thrown in here. But Aldor and Kaz, you guys are dragged here by the net that you guys are trapped in.
Are we still in the net?
No, you guys are out. Everyone's free. Yeah.
I will give you the opportunity to rectify your mistakes, Kaz.
I want to talk to fucking Goldrun here, so you can
So
As I attempt to take my gold back from him.
okay, sleight of hand. You know where it is, so sleight of hand.
I'm like speaking directly towards him. How's that sleight of hand?
He's trying, but he's failing.
Now does he have
I
to
like
roll?
I like slap his hand.
Yeah, stop. But
Shut up, you two.
you guys see this very, very large tiefling, very muscular, dressed in some type of noble tribal wear. He comes up to you guys through the cage and speaks in a very, very deep voice, where you can't quite understand what he's saying.
Hey fam, you yoked.
I'm pretty sure this is your job, Goldron.
Yes, he is identifying himself as Dongu, the leader of this tribe. He wants to know who are you guys and why you guys are trespassing in their lands. Also, I forgot to mention this, but not only him, but like 3 other large tiefling come in, and they seem to be more like battle ready.
Can you describe the carving again?
It was a serpent-like creature with bird wings.
So, in a sense, it resembled a dragon?
Yes.
Okay, so I think I'll take point on this one. I introduce myself. My friends and I, we come seeking passage back to our home plane.
Quick question: do you say your names or you use fake names?
We use.
I've established that
I
I
don't.
go by Locke at this moment.
I don't tell their names, but I tell my name.
Okay, so you are Aldor PeaceKeeper, and you're here looking for
a passage back home.
And then oh my god, I'm gonna change it. It's Goldron. G-O. It's so much easier.
Instead of Glodron.
Yeah, Goldron. So Goldron would reply to the man, and the man replies back to him. And Goldron says, why would they want to use their own natural innate abilities to help you? They have no reason to.
We can help them.
I
We're
don't
very
understand.
capable.
I don't understand the. What?
He's
Like-
pretty much saying like, why would
What's in
they
it for
help
them?
you?
They have
Yeah,
no
what's
reason
in
to
it for
help
them?
us. Well, not saying what's in it for them. They're just saying that they have no reason to.
Yeah.
As I go ahead, I'll pull out my holy symbol and say this one represents that one, as I point at the carving.
You hold it out, and Dongu seems to be inspecting it, and he gives no nudge.
It's worth a shot. But we can be of help of any way that you need, that you see us fit to, if we could get passage home.
Okay, so Goldron replies back, and then Dongu looks back at you and starts speaking. He's looking directly at you and starts speaking, but the only thing you know is he brokenly says your name, Aldor, because you've said it, and he just keeps speaking. And then Goldron would say, you are a man of a false god, Aldor.
Jesus Christ.
There's nothing but death that waits for you if you keep following him. That's what they say.
Shit, I gotta go find that video game.
Oh, I didn't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about, so.
It's horrible. I do not know this god myself, but I see to it that I figure out who he is, and I decide for myself to continue following or not.
And then I'm just gonna say Goldron replies after exchanging, says, and are your friends on the same mission as you? Are you also leading them to their deaths?
I am leading them back home. Their beliefs are not the same as mine.
I'm here to help them.
I believe in furthering myself and also getting back home.
I don't go where they are, but I help them with what they need.
Sorry. So Goldron would say, he wants to know where is home for you guys, because you are intruding in their home.
Our home is in a plane different from this one. Where the sky is blue, and where the sky and the water is blue, and green grass roams the open plains.
So, Dongu says that he knows of a place. It's a beautiful place. You've seen it in visions. He was never able to grasp it until recently. He believes his god resides in that plane.
Ooh, that's good luck.
It just might, for I have met mine.
So
in
then,
that same place.
So then, Dongu points at himself. Dongu points at Aldor. Aldor points at Plague and Kaz, and just waits.
At this point, I will use their names.
You're speaking their names.
I will speak. I will speak their names.
All right. So Aldor, you go. Plague.
Of course it is.
Plague.
Plague.
And then you go. You point at Kaz. You go. Kaz.
Kazu.
And then you hear in muttering. Oh shit! Where's? Oh, you hear in muttering as they all take a bow, and they hear. You guys hear. Kaz Drangul, Kaz Drangul, Kaz Drangul.
Wait, what?
I'm just like,
The Dongu opens the door, and then once more is gestures and bows towards Kaz.
You seem to be getting a lot of praise.
You may stand.
They don't.
Oh my god. I look over to Aldor and I shrug and like,
Yeah, but that's what they're saying.
They seem to be worshiping you as a god or a king in a sense.
And then Goldron would reply for Dongu and saying, apparently he believes that you are the god that he's been waiting for. Kazdran Gul, the Lord of Spirits.
oh my god. Can you tell me a little bit more about his belief?
We'll step out of the cage with Kaz and lead.
So are you guys walking out of the building, the hut at this point, or are you guys just?
Wait for someone else.
I thought you said we were like in a matrix.
Yeah. You guys are in a cage within a building, or
okay.
like a jail cell, or it's just like a hut. It's very small, like probably like 15
We're
feet
moving-
radius.
I
moving
ask
out
a-
of the cage with Kaz and Gold.
I actually ask Goldron to lead us out of the building. That way it looks like we're being
so
rather
Gold
than just rather than us just walking out.
Okay, so Goldron replies, and then Dongu stands up and like brushes off his chest, and then he just like go, and they all just rush out. The other three guardsmen just rush out and like hold the door open for you guys as you, Dongu, Goldron, and the rest of your party members just ease and walk out.
I nod to the people opening the door. Thank you.
Oh boy.
And then Goldron leans over him like, please tell me that you are a god and you're just playing like a mortal.
I have no clue what's going on, man.
Oh god.
That's my thought. Can we convince them that he is an avatar of them, of their god, and if we?
Well, they seem pretty convinced right now that I'm just actually the guy, so let's just keep going, but think of a backup plan in case we...
That's why I say if we try to convince them you're an avatar, that you're here to represent, but you have no memories.
At this point, you see Dongu gesturing. You don't know what he's saying or doing, but he's gesturing.
I looked at Golderon. Explain.
He's calling a singer.
A singer.
Yes, he's calling for a singer.
Would that be one of their priests, in a sense?
They are mainly females. So there's like mixed tiefling, green and red, just a mixture, comes in, and she walks up to you guys, or walks up to Dongu, and then Dongu explains, and Goldjon would explain to you guys that he wants her and her other priestess to help communicate with Lord Khazran Ghul. So she nods, and then she gestures for her other women folk to start chanting around all of you guys. They start chanting and singing in almost unison.
Perfect.
You guys feel this spell. You guys know this spell before. This is comprehend languages. Everyone is affected by it.
Oh shit.
And
God
then
damn it.
yeah, and then Dongu would be saying, "My lord, I have waited for so long for this day. I'm so happy that you are here now."
Would I know if it comprehends all languages or
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone is
Yes.
affected by comprehend languages, meaning that you can read and hear and understand every language.
Okay. So, they can
Even
read,
the-
hear,
even
and
native
understand
languages?
every language. Do they know what language is being spoken?
No, you don't know what language is being spoken, but you can understand it.
So,
Like
but
it's
anyway,
like watching a dubbed anime.
Oh, okay.
So
well,
if I was
then,
to speak
I'm
in
gonna,
cant,
I'm gonna,
you would
I'm gonna
understand.
speak in Celestial, and thank him, for waiting so long for me to return.
Okay. And yes, Plague, if you were to write thieves' cant on the ground, they'd be able to understand it.
Oh shit.
Yes. So you thank them for waiting, and what?
Thank them for waiting for my return. I say this in Celestial.
Okay. And then he says, "My lord, I was not expecting you to be so soon. Our women have not yet thrived enough to be your wife. But if you must pick from the women you see among you."
when the women in the cage. When the women in the cage.
I
Save
must,
them.
Don't
Save them.
speak for him.
I must explain to him that my earthly form has since I'm in an earthly form, I do not have as many powers and as I would normally. In fact, my memory is very flaccid, some would say. And I would need some guidance before I'm in top precision,
Okay,
especially that regarding my time here and how I'm supposed to serve those who serve me.
so he would explain to you that in your past life, Kaz Drangul was the Lord of Souls. He didn't get this name initially, but he was a peaceful being. He loved to sing, and he sang to everyone he's ever met. One day he met a water nymph in a river, and this water nymph sang to him back, and her voice was so fluid and so gentle, like the river that she lived in, that Kaz Drangul fell in love with her, and they wed. Now there's a god. They don't know which god it was, but was jealous of this marriage and killed the water nymph. Kaz Drangul was angered by this and felt like it was unjudged, so he himself went into the underworld to save her soul, but ended up becoming lost due to temptations from the underworld, like succubi and everything. So he came back from the underworld empty-handed. Sad about what has happened, he began singing about his loss and his love, and souls started coming to him. And he used these souls to make the plants that you see all around you.
Wow.
So every night we sing in hopes to help you bring back souls from the underworld in hopes that they could be reincarnated back into something beautiful.
Oh shit, I think I get the gist of where this is going.
And then it is prophesied that on your return would be when your wife returned, for you is singing for her also. So we believe that your wife is among us, and you have to choose your wife.
Bring me the women.
They're here. All the priestess.
I will need quite a bit of time to choose a mate before I'm ready. Is it okay if my friends stay here as well in my time here?
Friends of Kazdran Gol is friends to us. We will throw a celebration while you contemplate your choices. Quickly, men, get all the food, get all the water, get everything. We're throwing a celebration. And then they just scatter.
I look over towards Flag and I give like a little eyebrow wiggle.
Like, yeah.
I tell him maybe they can help you with your mask.
I agree completely.
Wait, no. The researchers said they were not fond of Zyzel.
Oh, that's right. Jesus Christ.
Is that like a definitive symbol of Zyzel the Witch
It was
Doctor?
literally a gift from the god.
Do they understand that though?
It is.
Most high people high in the church wear that.
So most likely they will.
If anything, you guys have been captured, and they have more than enough time to look through most of your shit, or what they see on you, and none of them seem to have made any gesture towards Kaz's bird beak.
Interesting.
Oh, because he is wearing it, duh.
Yes, he is wearing it. He is always wearing it. It's just not on his face.
Oh yeah, isn't it kind of hanging off me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a leather strap and we tacked it on, and it's a mask now.
Yeah, but yeah, because there's no point in putting it on your face. It just impairs vision at that point.
Mm.
But you do have it on you, and they haven't pointed or pointed it out or anything about it. Possibly meaning that they don't even know that Zyzel gives such gifts.
Interesting.
Could it have been that Zyzel killed that nymph?
Oh my god.
Dope. I was thinking that exact same thing, but let's not mention that at all.
Let's give it some time before.
Wait, can I figure that out with a history check or with a religious check?
Sure.
Cool.
Ah.
Aha! Let's see here.
Well,
Yeah.
Shit.
you wanna go to lunch?
I don't know.
We got about 10 minutes.
Yeah, we're almost done. So with that, yes, Zyzel killed the nymph. Also, Zyzel is female. The only reason why they spoke to you in a male voice is because their voice is so incomprehensible. They had to do so in some way that you can understand. And since you are male, they talk to you in a male voice. So Zyzel is female, and she killed the nymph because she was jealous. She wanted to be with Kaz Drangol, but the nymph got it instead. A lesser being got it instead.
Guys.
I also have another question. Is this all your lore that you made, or is this
Yes.
That's
all.
Some of it I picked off from actual lore. I believe it was a Greek lore, I believe.
It
But-
does sound familiar.
But
That's really impressive still.
But all the names and all the creation and everything was all me. The only thing that I've taken from the Greek lore is he fell in love with a girl, went to the underworld to save her, and failed. Everything else is all me.
Nice. Yeah, this one does sound familiar. Guys, unless it is divine intervention, I think we should keep that information to yourself for the time being.
I agree completely. For the moment, I think we should just go along with what happens and just try to keep me out of as much trouble as possible.
We're in almost as deep of it as we can get right now.
And then at this point, the five priestess that were chanting surround Kaz and like trying to like pretty much hug him. And they're trying to, you know, like say like pick me, pick me, pick me.
Maybe we could set up some sort of speed dating thing.
Goldrun, I think what Kaz is trying to say is he wishes to sit down with each of the potential reincarnations of his nymph.
Comprehend language is still active.
It's still active? Well,
It's still active. Just because they stop chanting doesn't mean that it's gone. It lasts for, I believe, 8 hours.
I kind of express the same as I'll just have him talk for me. He's better with his words.
He wants to sit down with each one of them to see if they're a potential reincarnation.
Oh, it's 1 hour. Okay.
1 hour.
Yeah. And they just kind of laugh, and they'll tell you after the ceremony, or maybe we can talk during the ceremony.
Yeah.
Whatever the right moment is.
So then they just kind of scatter, also kind of laughing about and telling all their friends. And yes, we could end it here. We could end it here if you guys want, since it's about 10 minutes still.
Yeah, the ceremony in the next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, orgy.
Money.
Orgy. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, Plague. I'll give you a woman. How about that?
I'll take a woman and the money.
I don't know. You're asking for too much.
Whoa.
I'm just gonna take away the women now.
Plague. How about this? We'll give you this woman if you kiss her.
I'll take the money.
Alright. So I have to plan for a ceremony now.
I have a feeling it's going to get interrupted.
What makes you say that?
Because now we're on the Kaz arc.
I get an arc, yeah.
Yeah, everyone gets an arc.
That's amazing.
Did you not see how long Plague's arc was?
Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ.
Now
she is dead.
If his lasted that long.
She's not dead, she is broken.
Oh my god.
But she is alive. You know that she is alive, so.
Maybe if you had money, you could pay for some kind of type of healing.
Yeah, I know, right? The money that has been so. It's not like I accumulated this all. This is like the money that I've just been frugally just accumulating throughout the entire campaign that you've just
And it just disappeared.
You could say.
Alright, did it just disappear? Like around, like it kind of happened around the boat incident, right?
You
kind of like around the time you lost your money. Me too.
Well, wait, okay. So while the women are around him, can I do a sleight of hand check before sleight of hand?
They've already
They're
left.
already gone.
No. I'll say go for it. I was giving that as opportunity to do so, anyways.
Oh.
Yeah, go for it. Roll.
Since he's distracted, can I get advantage?
Yeah, sure. He is kind of distraught with this whole newfound information. So.
20.
All right, yeah. So you get it off him.
Give my fucking money back, you.
Wasn't it originally? Oh no, that was 21.
No, that's 22. Jesus.
Yeah. Oh no, it's 20. Yeah, 22. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, it's because he had a perception check high enough to find it in the first place. That's why I'm like, this just to steal it at this point. Yeah, and I was gonna make a fun joke, like you could say Plague is as small as a 2-mana 2/1 loot hoarder.
Mind if I roll me?
Because you know he has all the monies and he just hoards it. He has fucking 4 weapons, or 6 if you count 2, or 5 if you count 2 daggers.
Anyways.
All right. End the session. All right.